First gig I ever went to. Mum came in one day and said, "You coming to a concert? We're going to see Midnight Oil." And I was like, "I think I know who they are." I was like 12, and yeah, I remember just going there and we're just walking up the steps. It was at Rod Laver Arena, whatever it was, and I was just like, "Jeez, this is huge." And I think Yothu Yindi played before them, and I'd kind of heard their one song on the radio, and yeah, and Midnight Oil, and then the drummer, he's hitting like the, he had this big tank set up, and he's like doing this big solo and on that, and I was just like, wow. Super creative, because he uses like trash can lids and stuff like that as well, so I was very impressed. First CD ever was Silverchair Frog Stomp. Such a rockin' album. I remember saying to the people, I want to buy this CD, and like the group I was with at the time, we were travelling, so they came home and just brought me the CD, and I just pretty much locked myself away and listened to it for 2 weeks straight. So the thing I loved about it is it was young guys who were like the same age as me, and they were making music, and I was like, wow, if they can make music, I can make music. But it's also music that resonated with me. Influences would be young bands like Silverchair, Killing Heidi, Sunk Lodo, just all really young bands who started quite young, which kind of gave me a feel like I could get into the industry as a young guy as well. I feel like I enjoyed their music, but I also was inspired by the fact that they could make it at such a young age. I grew up in Belgrave, and my dad has been in a lot of bands, so I just naturally became a muso in my life. I'm married, I have 3 kids, still live in Victoria, but I've done a lot of travelling in my time. Yeah, done a lot of touring with various bands along many different genres. I like my heavy stuff, my fast stuff, but I've also played country and folk. I've seen most movies, I would say.
I've seen them all.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of movies. I think before I was married and had kids, I would see most films at the cinemas, and probably again when they came out on video. It's like a cassette which rolls around. Your kids wouldn't know. Yeah. So yes, I love my movies, love my PlayStation, I love basketball. That's probably about it. Well, I grew up in Belgrave, that's where I lived most of my life, so I don't have the moccasins to prove it, but I did. Visitor 64. I was in a band, and we had a side project called Visitor 64. Like I was telling myself on the way down here, I'm going to give that answer. Captain Greach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters. That's from the movie. You put a lot. Boring anyway, I won't worry about it.